From the beginning, we were wrong, and only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae, in a world awakened to new magic. Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide, what force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and the mutable Fae folk. But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen, terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
What do you think this one is then? Alpha? Garan? Could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Garan?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other. He's a Doppelfar. No surprise there. Seen a lot of them, though not usually in this good a shape. All right then, make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name him, I think we're done. Put him with the others.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
Stay away!
No child does show escape.
Help! Anybody!
You! Up there! Please help me! Please!
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, wait. I've seen you before. On the slab. You were dead. It worked. By the dome, it worked. You're alive. You died. I don't know how or even where. But your body was remade in the Well of Souls, and somehow it worked. The well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you. Oh my, you don't know? Perhaps the Necrosis damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Deon. The enemy. We've never seen them this far inland. Not even during the invasion. Hughes may have the answer to that as well. You must stay alive and reach him. Oh, no doubt the Tuatha take these. No, we've never seen it. But we just put it in the... There will be plenty of time. He'll be in his study on the ground floor of the top. Let me get this door, and we can be on our way. Right this way. You go first. We need to get you to Professor's. Move! Move! This is what they're after. Our greatest invention. The Well of Souls. Imagine an end to all. An end to death. If you can find anything useful. Wait, do you hear something? More than just that sword. That one had a bow. Get it? Archers up ahead. Best shoot them before they see us. Daggers are deadly if you catch an enemy unaware. Their speed more than makes up for their size. More up ahead. If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
state of the gods. Easily corrected. Look at the mortal vermin scattered.
Blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems. Completely covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to burn a path through. Not more spiders. Burn them! Burn them! I'll see you on the outside. Where is it? Die, twas a bastard! Them it's yet alive! So at least then... Plate armor. Nothing protects quite... Leather armor is thin. We'll give you simple cloth, frees your body and mind. Mages prefer it. So, this is where we part ways. Take whatever you want from this armory. We must just make sure you get to choose. We can hold off the Tuatha here. I suppose these might be able to help. If the least directly need. I'll see you on the outside, if fate wills it. You've made it, and look at you. Even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me. You must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my labo. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing. The Well of Souls. The pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time. Just you don't. And why attack the Fae? Complicated. I could write 10 volumes on the effects of immortality on the Fae. If only we had more time. I wish I could tell you more, but your death is a mystery to me as well. You see, your rebirth is the first we might truly call a success. They hate mortals like you and me, and want us wiped off the face of Amalur. I can only imagine how much they hate the idea of mortals being reborn. It's been my life's work. Decades of research with a singular goal, ending death itself. And now, you're the only... But why did it work on you and no one else? What makes you different from the others? There are so many questions to ask, and if we're to get any answers, we've too much to it. What's important? I may not be able to save the well. We're in this, but it seems some of the Tuatha... Of course you do. Please, then. Good. We can't waste time. And it's fascinating. Simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow... yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have reached the lab! They're inside the
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
Thank Matharu, another survivor. I suppose that's a little bit of... From what its Hughes was... This was supposed to... Who knows why the Tuatha... We should have... Stay safe. We'll be moving soon.
They really have a troll. But fate was kind to collapse. Fate, Waver, started building. Looks like I was right. But the front's all the way out east. They're dangerous enough in the... Hughes ran off. Good luck out there. I wonder who else made it out. Good luck out there.
But I don't know how. I promise you, if I knew who it was, I'd tell you. Sharing research is one thing, but academic sabotage is a crime. Thank you, thank you. Here, take this. It's the pay for my last report. I don't want...
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh? Fate Weavers look at the great tapestry of fate. The threads will tell us how a life will unfold. But knowing the future and being able to change it are two very different things. Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now. When he started his experiments here, he asked me. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but its success would come. The old man took it pretty well, honestly. Although we did a lot of drinking after that. You really don't know. A Fate Weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver, since we all see the weave differently. I suppose I could spare a little help in memory of Hughes, or in celebration. You're the one. Then that means the cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming.
What is this world coming? Good riddance to Hughes and his damn well.
What? How? What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like you. Just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that? Hughes may have brought you back to life, but that was still part of fate's plan. Nothing short of a god can do what you did. Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death. It's a gift. Some people paint landscapes, other people write poetry. I peered into the weave of fate's tapestry. That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes. You're nervous. Relax. This is what fate weavers do. I'll be seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much. I am, but still, I've never seen someone whose fate was just missing. Not even when I was drunk as the king of ballads. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine. I can see the threads around you, but they're shifting, changing so rapidly, I can't make... Normally the threads would guide my hand to the cards, and I'd use those cards to see your pattern in the weave. So either there's something wrong with me, and there isn't, or there's something very wrong with you. It could mean nothing. Or it could mean everything. The world is changing. You might be a sign of that. Or maybe the corp. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings. But we should I'll meet you at his home to the east.
I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower. Once, but that wasn't enough. He's a damn good and when a fate weevil, why, they're practically... But he always knew what was in... But now the old... He lives in a little... What could this all mean?
In halls of lore, there echoes none more grand than Olaine's many feats of might, the pure and lady of the night. She is a knight of golden knot.
Everyone just stand back. The warden can't work when you're crowding so close. Go back to your business. Go on.
Cast down the brothers of St. Odward's. Only when they fall to earth will they realize they are not above us. The Fae are
You
not
believe
our
those
enemy.
monks?
You there. Do you feel... No, this situation... Haven't you seen it? The Tuatha will not... No, I spend my... Everything in Amalur... But long ago, these... When the scholars in the... Why ask questions when you could never understand the answers? It's clear your prowess is not... If you must know, something of value has been stolen. An alchemical formula that, if released, could cause untold... Only my apprentice, Karth, and I knew of my work on the formula. It wasn't... To say more would be... I've never seen... Once you've ensured Karth's sake, the villagers believe it's haunted. But I have a feeling that's a ruse devised by the Red Legion. They mean to terrorize these people into submission. And he always spoke of his time as a wastrel. Living in the abandoned halls of Goodbye.
Faye, in Goa.
Damn Red Legion.
I don't care what you... Just look at the poor creature. Goreheart has become but we're a good community. We're a good community full... I'm the warden of Goreheart. And a poor one at that. I've been back from the war for only 6 months and been warden for less than 2. Now here I am with an injured Fae on my doorstep. I'm a disgrace. Peaceful. That's about all Our fate rests in the hands of... I've seen many bandit clans in the Crystal War and back home. But these men are a particular breed. They like their victims weak and bloody. The Red Legion has been a presence in the area for several weeks. I don't know what the Tuatha will be... They're a wicked breed, though. It appears she was attacked... I don't know whether we possess the knowledge. In case you haven't heard. Well, seek her wisdom. She spends her days in the... Hope you stay in town.
Welcome.
Time is of the essence. That's never been more. Through. Farewell. Don't start any trouble.
Enough of the oppression! Enough of the lies! Enough of the spirit!
Welcome to... You have arrived to Theos. I have been with them, alas. 2 nights ago, Egan... I fear... Please find him. I tried my... Bless you, child. I hope you are finding... Egan was last seen in the woods outside the walls, just north of the village. Bless you, child.
Where is the order that Matthias see no order in obstructing the truth? That is chaos! That is what the mission fears! One too enough. We are at war! We scrabble for every supper! We make in fear of one another. Shouldn't the mission
they say about these stones is true, but if it is, well, this is just too good to not say forever. Lystrom was out of town when Artol was visiting. Now, Lystrom doesn't know Artol, and Artol is older and straight.
Mayor, have you come to ask about it before that? Mortals may view it. It is located far east. I watch them from my... I feel the Tuatha do not trouble. Strange creature. The lore stones mark what I adore every sad soul in the village. Even stubborn Herc with his tender heart, and drunken old Arnick. The widow fascinates me. She has no idea that her lover is dead. I watch them from my perch, hoping to learn the meaning behind their pursuits and passions. If I could, I would grant each of them an eternity. Alas, I cannot. Yes, I witnessed this crime, although I did not recognize the one who perpetrated it. It is often difficult to distinguish one mortal from another. The victim was Alluvia, but I knew her only by name. You must be hoping that I can... However, I would be quite interested to find out whether one of my kind would benefit from one of your mortal remedies. I've always wondered. It will need to be powerful. If it is one's time to pass into the great cycle, farewell.
not sad. When I was a girl, my father used to tell me that when you grow old with someone, you tie your fates together and create a pattern that is part yours and part theirs. My father said that this is why when an old person dies, their partner is never left behind. I do not feel that way. I feel free.
Their kind. Throughout the town they stood in fear of the brave
a mortal vagabond need with Casmaran the Eternal, messenger of the Fey folk? Speak! My time may be of the ages, but it is still precious. I'm new to the Feylands. Until I joined the mission, I'd never even left my home village. I want to visit the gardens of Issa, to meet gnomes and Alfar, to live. The Order of Mitharu was a good way to leave home, but I want so much more. It sounds rather silly, doesn't it? I need a mage name for when I become all-powerful, for when my magic is so great that no one will dare dispute me. What about Abner the Visionary, or Malik the Nefarious, Lord Zaltanus? No? Then those were the good ones. Mortal races have no lasting grasp on this world. Legend tells of the great Fey city hidden beneath the canopy. Yes, I'm quite sure. Not a Father Dimwell and the others have... Wait! Father, they are named in exchange. They want an ancient treasure buried in the caverns of... All they require of me is to fetch for them. Fine, if you want to be so noble, but don't expect any of the treasure. This is my key into a powerful new future, a future full of magic and wonder. Mortal races have no lasting grasp. You see, it is in the caves of Waterhall Down, a refuge. It is called the By then,